Stand up. Alright, so for those newer to the channel, a lot of the decks that we play on the stream are viewer submitted deck lists. So this is a viewer submitted deck here. We've got a Temur based Scapeshift deck that has the Risen Reef packaging again with Omnath and Cavalier here. We also have Golos at our top end. The question I'm going to want to be thinking about while we play this deck is how does it compare to the Yarok Field of the Dead deck we've been playing a lot and enjoying. This deck does have Scapeshift in it, which I think makes a lot of sense just because this deck is a worse just normal Field of the Dead deck without Yarok compared to the Sultai deck. So this deck has a lot of parallels to that one we've been playing a lot. So that's the one I'm going to want to be thinking about, like how does this deck feel in the matchups where that deck feels, etc. This is fine on the play. Yes, to get into the Discord server initially, you'll have to do it from a desktop computer. Once you're in, you'll be able to join, you'll be able to chat from mobile, but joining the server initially requires desktop. Well, if they play a non-basic land, this Field of the Rune can eventually turn into a green source for these. Perfect. I wouldn't be too surprised to just see them take the Rejuvenator here, honestly. Cavalier's a powerful threat, though, so they might just want to work their way through them. I'll go ahead and pull the trigger on this now, just in case their mana base is greedy. Some of these Esper decks get caught with their hand in the cookie jar on occasion. I guess from a strictly optimal perspective, I should activate that during their draw step in case they draw their last basic. The problem with an idea like that, MF, is that the 5-color Niv stuff just doesn't have any synergy with the Scapeshift aspect. And like Field of the Dead makes your cards harder to cast. How do we benefit from Golos? I'd encourage you to look at the mana base. Give him the Cheeto fingers. The Cheeto fingers. Playing Omnath in a ramp deck seems sweet. This deck between Cavalier of Thorns and Golos, we're probably going to get to trigger his draw card text pretty often. So next turn we'll get to play Field, which will be land 6, and then Rejuvenator will hopefully find us a green source to set these up for next turn. Assume this is dead on a scale of 1 to dead. Enter, brutal. We played Feather for a little over an hour. Usually play decks for about an hour. The old 7 lands in play, still can't cast these Cavalier of Thorns. Yikes. Little unfortunate. I think I have another basic forest in this deck, right? Or do I only have one of each? I might only have one of each, which might be wrong. Let's find out. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, they're a Reanimator deck. Okay. They're only 11. No way. 11 sounds way too low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14, which might still be low. 15 is probably a better floor. We're definitely on the low side for the green count. I mean, if they kill my Cavalier, which they're likely to need to do, I get to get my Golos back, right? And, like, if they do that, next turn I can Thorns plus Golos. That's so brutal. Yikes. My dice trigger, chat. Where is my dice trigger? Oh, it's tapped. It's tapped. Oh, no. If we had an untapped land there, we would have gotten to cycle this island out of our hand. So the green Cavalier actually, the red Cavalier actually has some text when he dies here, right? Nope, only 3. If we Scapeshift and then this dies after we Scapeshift, it's actually somewhat profitable. Deal damage equal to the opponent equal number of lands in your graveyard. Definitely 4 Yarok. I'm not even sure the Crucible is good. Replace the Crucible with the 4 mana Jace. What if I attacked with everything? I can pump. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can pump 5 times. Meh. What are you, a blocker? The problem with waiting here is that they have this flipped Azcanta. So, like, the longer the game goes on, the more likely this flipped Azcanta is to win the game for them. You've bounced my 6/5. Am I getting thought erasured? Nope, not yet. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't I think not sacrificing the hostage taker there is kind of a mistake. Because they could replay the hostage taker and take one of my things again. Hey, like Amash, thanks for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a Golos. Do 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 do. I agree. It feels like we're behind at the moment. Golos plus second Cavalier of Flames though could potentially drag us kicking and screaming back into the game. They're also down to like 20 cards in their deck, so like. There's Red Cap Band. This is the first game we played with it. So far, kind of underwhelming. We're just gonna deck them. Is that a thing that's about to happen? It feels like we're about to deck them. We're missing the black source to activate in the same turn we play him. Yikes. Yikes. Please let the black source still be in my deck. Thank goodness. Oh, I could have put the Field of Dead into play. I forgot I had a Risen Reef. Forgot I had a Risen Reef about to trigger. Alright, please let me untap with this Golos. Nope. JK. LOL. Just dead. Yeah, I think there's only one black and one white source. This is a Temur deck with small splashes to activate Golos. Wow, they are still just like sacking away these things and milling themselves out. They're not at 12 cards in their deck. I think they're just value reanimating, Marty. The biggest bomb we've seen so far is like this one copy of Cavalier Knight. Wow. Left Golos in play. I guess this lets them attack us in the air, huh? Just no respect, huh? So Lightning Strike gets us this Cavalier back. It feels like we're about to run the risk of decking here. Those were not bad hits. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I don't need these, right? I can just do this anywhere. Omnath is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if I would have done this, I would have, yeah, if I cav first, I do an extra damage. Flame Sweep's a reason to give Cheeto Fingers to Kefnet. I mean, my deck's actually smaller than theirs at this point. Yeah, I can't even cast this, right? Like, we'll just die? Oh, it gives the zombies haste too. That's cheeky. Figure it out. Yeah, I can pump 2 more times if we want. We'll wait and see how they block, because it might be profitable to like. Lightning Strike. Depending on how they block, it might be more profitable to Lightning Strike. Red Cavalier giving the Zomboys haste is pretty sweet. I didn't think about that angle when we were looking at this. All right, so they're going to 25, and they're currently taking 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and they're not, so I can put them to 2. Yeah, I could deal 23 with this attack. How many lands are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I think I hit next. And then I believe if I kill my Cavaliers, they die, right? Right? There's 6 lands in here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they gain 2. It's lethal if they don't gain 2. Yeah, and they were going to 25, Pentreon. This is lethal though. So this does 6, and then this does 6. Get him for the old Exaxes. The old Exaxes. Femoral, thank you for the half a year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Yeah, that's a possibility. Possibility we want more than just 2 actual Scapeshifts. Veil of Summer sounds great. I think Lightning Strike's important for killing their hostage takers. Everyone's saying exactly lethal. Listen, I would challenge that nobody saw my big brain exactly lethal, okay? My exactly lethal took a very big brain. I'm proud of my line, chat. Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to be attacking for lethal. The Cheeto, we definitely could have had 2 more damage or extra damage if we would have Cheeto fingered their health total rate. Sure. Yeah, in a way, Golos is extra copies of, Golos is extra copies of Cavalier of Thorns. It's a pretty decent draw. Yeah, this deck might want an Nexus. It's possible. Possibly we want one of those for not decking out. Yeah, that felt weird. Maybe their last card's a thief. And they just wanted to get the lightning strike out of the way. Maybe. Oh no! Poor Cheeto Fingers never stood a chance, chat. Poor little Cheeto Fingers. I'm just gonna deny them their loots here. This next turn I get to play this field and make 2/2/2s, so. I'll turn this into a mountain real quick. We can still cast Golos. We already have our white land into play by happenstance, so Golos will fetch up our Temple of Malady and we'll be able to activate it next turn, which is nice. It'll also trigger these fields twice. They'll copy Taker. Copying Hostage Taker doesn't do anything. Hostage Taker is an enter the battlefield effect, so copying it doesn't do anything with this. What are the Underlord patch notes? What'd they change? They made Lycan a hunter. That's interesting. Maybe I was supposed to hold the red Cavalier to play around Hostage Taker, so I could, like, play it and activate it in the same time. That might have been correct. Cavalier kind of enables their deck in a way. Alright, so if I attack with everything and they block 5 of these, they take 7, they go to 14, so they can't just block all of these. They have to block this. I think I'm waiting one more turn to attack with the zombies. I'm gonna get 2 more this turn. Every time they take a big hit like that is really good for me. Yeah, if I'd have waited a turn to cast this, so I'd have gotten an activation out of it, I think we would have killed them here. We're not just dead at the moment, but we're definitely worse off than I would be if I had been more aggressive with this. I'm pretty confident that attacking twice is going to be lethal here. So let's do it. Yeah, this is Field of the Dead, just makes your entire deck inevitability, right? Yep, actually just dead. I didn't count it, but we were hoping for that result. Onward, upwards, backward, forward. How we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you enjoy Constructed Best of 3, this is definitely the channel for you. As always, love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here din and out without their support. So thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet makes unique instrumental string arrangements, everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they already have on their website, such as my own Hoaglandia branded merchandise. And of course, CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And of course,
don't make your life garbage time. Join us.
Oh no, I cut him off. I pressed the wrong hotkey. Oh no.
Don't make your life garbage time. Join us in Hoaglandia today by subscribing to Jeff Hoagland with Twitch Prime today.
I apologize. I've ruined the experience. Yikes. Alright, I'm into it. I dig it. This hand is great. Can I file for compensation? You probably should, honestly. Hoaglandia, sub-immersion ruined. Please refund. The Automatic, coming in hot for the 7th month with that Tier 2 resub. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to rotation too. Gundam Wing Goku with the huge tier 3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Remember to let me know if there's a deck already in the queue you'd like to bump up, or if there's something new you'd like to add, submit it through the forum. They missed a land drop, so we'll see if we can get them even more with this. Wanted to see if they had another one drop. Bye, friends. I'm looking forward to rotation as well, but the one after this one. Ain't that the truth? True Fire Star combo in the queue. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Let's do it. The, what's it called? The deal Star of Extinction is probably pretty good against Scapeshift decks. I think this is the worst of my top end against aggro. Cavalier of Flame is kind of a really big, like, go up over the top card. I don't really need that style of effect, I don't think, against zombies a lot of the time. I think I can just stabilize with my big dorks. Give this a try. Yeah, Primordial slowing on attack instead of disarming sounds a lot better. Sounds much more reasonable. Yeah, right, Zozzy? No idea. Yeah, cheap red removal is pretty decent here. Now the question is, do I just play shock? Do I put this land in and just shock this? Or do I try and flame sweep it? I think I'm supposed to be conservative and just shock this. Because if they just go like untapped land, activated, attack me, I'm just going to get run down by this vampire. I think I'd rather keep their board clear here.
A righteous path.
Yikes. Might be time to stumble and die, chap. The reefs are here. Don't fear the Reefer. Our deck has 27 lands in it, which is fewer than the Soul type build, but it's still like a pretty healthy number of lands. We want this to hit a blue or green source. Good lord. At least we get to take game 3 on the play, huh? Hyper Geotime. How unlucky are we? The awkward part here is that I can't double Reef next turn, and I think in order to get back into in order to have a chance to end up getting back into this game, I would need to double Reef next turn. It's probably not that unlikely. So 60.
Prepare for battle.
We're 20. Oh, what's the number? It's like 10. This is gonna happen like 10% of the time, which is like, it's gonna happen fairly frequently, right? All right, so I can Lava Coil this. I can shock this in. I can Risen Reef double trigger. This Reef kills the Sorin. They don't have removal spells. Let's decline. Let's decline Peg 2 for that one. If they don't have burn or removal. Oh, they have removal on board, right? Gideon down ticks and then attacks me. Maybe they miss it. Rats, they saw the line. Yeah, we needed to pop off like that like one turn sooner. Needed to put a bunch of lands into play while we could still take one more hit. I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded. We fumbled pretty badly there. Fumbled and bumbled pretty badly. I guess something I should mention, and I'll post this in the subs Discord too, and probably tweet. Friday morning, I'm going to be starting late. The Modern Mythic Championship is going to be going on in Barcelona, probably till about 11 a.m. or so local time for me, so I'm probably going to go live about 11 a.m. on Friday, rather than stream Modern overlapping the Modern Pro Tour. Mythic Championship, whatever we're calling it. Sandlack's red mana, but I've got Rejuvenator on the play to likely find it, so I think this is a fine keep. Hey, Shug, thank you for the tier 2 and for the 7 months at that. Thanks for keeping me around. Happy Wednesday. Listen, the kids that have been here a while should know better than to try and tell me how to say something. It's not going to work for you. It just doesn't work. Hail, Satan, with the brand new Twitch Prime support. I, too, enjoy the adventures of Sabrina on Netflix. Is a good reboot. Very, very different than the old show, but enjoyable still. That is not what that username is at all, but you know what? It's now Hail Satan, okay? Well, we know where my head is at. Those darn Satan worshiping Magic players always, that Hoagland always has Satan on the brain. Want to see you play Green Black Bridge. Been playing it myself and curious to know if you feel it's competitive. Thanks for the support, Reason. I appreciate that. Good golly, our hits on finding lands have been bad in this match. It was unrelated to the sub. The mood just struck him. Exactly. That's why we were visited by the Jehovah's Witness this morning. Everything, it's come for full circle, chat. It all makes sense now. Loving the Sultai Flash deck, but it struggles with Scapeshift. Should I add 2 Legions into the sideboard? What cards you cut for them? Nah, if you wanna stuff that deck in a box, I would recommend just registering a bunch of copies of Unmoored Ego. I'm gonna take the Scapeshift here. I'm 1 land off from it doing something good. And thanks for the 5 months, Fiprus. The clip is really good, Pinky. If you missed that moment live, it was one of the funnier ones we've had recently on stream. Hey, Phil, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back. Oh, you are not an elemental, so this Lord gets to live. I guess we'll give Sorin the Cheeto Fingers. That is not the land I want for Christmas. I remember when Unmoored Ego was a meme card. Can we go back to the nice warm world where Unmoored Ego is a meme? I guess casting Scapeshift with Omnath out is also kind of funny. That's also kind of funny, huh? I only have 1 red mana? Yeah, because the naming Field of the Dead. I think we're just dead, right? Not having real removal feels pretty mediocre here. It feels like this deck's doing very similar things to the Yarok deck that we've been playing, and it's just kind of doing them worse. Yeah. Having hard removal like Trophy and Noxious Grasp is great. Having Yarok as a Death Touch threat is great. Simpa Pia Filster, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. There's a lot of great people you can send that to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it my way this month. Remember, if you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, like Seppa Filster there, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. It gives you a free channel subscription every single month to a channel of your choice here on Twitch. Remember, even if you don't drop that Prime sub off here, make sure you go use it somewhere. Think of it as taking money out of Jeff Bezos' pocket and giving it to someone who's making stuff here on Twitch. We need the money way more than he does. Yeah, the interactive options are a big deal. I think Yarok's just pretty good too, but the interactive aspect of it is pretty powerful. Yeah, I think Trophy is a very premium removal spell in this format. Correct. Bezos owns Twitch, so when you use that Twitch Prime to give money to a streamer, it's like, kind of like taking money from him. All right, so do I Omnath or do I Risen Reef? I kind of want to get my value. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that assessment too. The red removal leaves a lot to be desired against the Vampires deck and the Feather decks, as opposed to like the white weenies and mono blues and mono reds of last season. Is the Yarok field deck supposed to run Scapeshift? It does not. We had that card originally and then we ended up cutting it. Yeah, it's also not good against dinos. Yep. Alright, so the Reef got to draw 2 cards, so I let it live. That's fine. Huh? I think we're just supposed to Omnath this turn. I mean, that's just fundamentally incorrect. Mass Manipulation is not a card you want against Jund dinosaurs or vampires or stuff like that. Like, spending 6 mana to take one single big thing in my deck that struggles to get 4 blue mana at the same time does not seem like a particularly profitable strategy. So I cut the Mass Manipulations. I'm pretty confident they're bad. Yeah, that's also true. It's also really bad against Veil. Okay, and they're Ceratops. Yeah, watching the format develop from last season to this season, like, watching the hierarchy of things that go over the top of each other has been really kind of wild. Because, like, last season, we went Command the Dreadhorde into Mass Manipulation going over the top to Command the Dreadhorde, and now these Field of the Dead decks kind of go over the top of what the Mass Manipulation decks can even do in a way. Yeah, the Dreadhorde decks are just incredibly outclassed. Alright, so we'll grab Cliffs here, which triggers Field of the Dead. Let's make my Cavalier of Thorns big enough to eat their Cavalier of Thorns. You know, that was a lot of triggers. Wait till next turn, chat. Next turn's gonna be a little bit of a wild ride. A tribal zombie deck? No, Field of the Dead just doesn't lead to tribal stuff. Tribal decks tend to be more aggressive. Remember when I said decks like this were good against Mass Manipulation? Apparently this one is not. We came, we tried, we died. Yeah, Clunky is a good descriptor for this deck, I think. I definitely want Veil of Summer against what my opponent has going on. I probably don't mind some copies of Negates. These Lightning Strikes probably leave. A bit to be desired. Try this. Yeah, I agree. Bag of Holding's a really sweet card to build around. There's a lot of things that kind of build with it in this format, but it's just so bad. It's just so bad against 3-mana Teferi. It's bad against 3-mana Teferi because they just bounce your Bag of Holding and then all the cards you've exiled go away forever. In Magic, when a card changes zones, it counts as a new instance of that card. So all the cards that are tucked under a Bag of Holding are just gone forever when that Bag of Holding leaves play. Now, what they should have done was, if they were going to leave Teferi unbanned, is they should have, like, say, exile it with a Bag of Holding counter on it, or some type of unique counter similar to how Karn works. And then that would allow it to be a reasonable, sweet card in the format. But alas, we're here, and it is just 62 weeks, 1 day, 9 hours, 57 minutes, and 25 seconds until 3-mana Teferi rotates. But who's counting, really? But who's counting? I remember the good old days when there were only 63 weeks left till rotation. Turn 3, Nissa, Let's go. I-O. Let's go. Wow. Wow. They stole my reef, chat. They don't fear the reefer. They're taking him over. The classic have 5 lands in play, can't play 3 of my 5 drops. A true Hoagland stream classic, if you would. Magic's too easy when you can cast your spells, chat. God bless Golos and his green-red color fixing. Look at that. Take it back now, y'all. Take it back now, y'all. One life this time. Hoo. Do 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 do. Why don't we have quad? Yeah, exactly. Why did I cut the mass manipulations? Well, you see. Oh, not trying to get naked. Wanted to do a pull my shirt collar. Mental note, don't pull my shirt collar while wearing the polo shirt. Got it? All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. I know I had a 4th deck on the